of our favorites, one of the leaders of this team, Mitch Taintor, joining us here on San Antonio Sports Star. We're glad you're with us, man. Congratulations on a great season. Now let's go take care of business on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Thanks for having me on. It's been a great year for the club, and playoffs are here. It's gonna be a great time for everyone to be at the stadium.
I mean, considering how long ago y'all had this locked up, Mitch, how are you feeling this week? What's the team looking like? What's the mindset? How's everybody feeling getting ready for Friday?
Yeah, I think everyone's raring to go. Like you said, we locked up first place in the West and then first place overall quite a while ago. So, if that happens to some teams, you can see a drop in form. But I think it's been a good mental challenge for all of us to stay focused and to keep our form going in the playoffs, because this is where you make your money. This is where the seasons make or break. And I think everyone's done a really good job preparing. The coaches have done a great job, and trainings have been intense. And it's business as usual for us.
Mitch, you talk about training. What did you do last year that got you here? You've had a hell of a year. I mean, what changed? I mean, not like you were, suffering, but my goodness, the step up this year, we're talking MVP level play. Did you do anything different, or was it just everything came together and you're on the right time at the right time?
Well, I think it's a combination of a few things. I think I really dialed in the off season and, really trained at my best every day to give myself the best opportunity to come into the season and start hot. And I also think the support I've had from my family and from my wife has been amazing. And it's a huge help off the field as well to feel comfortable and to help you succeed on the field as well. And then lastly, I think it's my first full year under Allen and playing for him. And I was telling my mom before the season that I'm really excited to see how good he can make me, because every year I've played for him, it's been the best year of my career. But I've only had half a season under him for 2 years straight. This is my first full season under him. And, we're seeing the results right now. It's been a great year for me, and it's been a great year for everyone else at the club.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rob.
Well, I wanted to say, I'm hearing comparisons with you. They're calling you like Deion Sanders defensively. Like you just locking things. No, this is no joke.
No, I'm listening.
How many interceptions did you end up with? You end up with 47, 48?
My interceptions?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to ask
Kevin. It's a ridiculous number, dude. Last I saw, you were at like 47, 48 back in August, September. So when I see that, and I see you and the other three defensively, it's a unique setup, number one. But, defense does win titles in soccer. Not like football anymore, but in soccer, it does. Explain the defensive ideas that you guys have been working with over the last several months.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, you talk about defense and you think, oh, it's just the guys that are closest to the goalie. It really isn't that within our system. With a lot of other teams it is, but within our system, it's all 11 guys, even the strikers. So if the defense breaks down in the offensive third, it puts a lot more pressure on the midfielders and the defenders to kind of pick up some slack. So it really takes all 11 of us to have the defensive success that we've had this year. And we've had the number one defense in the league almost all year, letting up the least amount of goals. But it really is a credit to everybody, and it's just about hard work, embracing the grind, and being a mentality monster, and just keep fighting. We're tired, but other teams are more tired, so we just need to stay headstrong and keep pushing forward, and good things will happen. That's kind of what we've lived and died by this year.
Talking about Mitch Taintor, a.k.a. Deion Sanders.
A lot of pressure. I'm sorry, but
no pressure,
true.
Mitch. No pressure. So y'all went 1-0-1 against Oakland. The last meeting, September 3rd, you win 2-0. Is there anything you can take from that September game, or is that nothing to do with what's going to go down Friday?
No, I think there's a lot to take from both of those games. It just shows you that, you can have a tie, you can win. You never know what's going to happen. They're a good team. It wasn't like it was a season sweep either way. So there's a lot to be learned. They're good on set pieces. They're a big team. They're very organized. They're very good on the ball. They're very talented. They've got a striker who's got 18 or 19 goals this year. So they definitely have the quality to bang in some goals on teams. And we really need to be at our best to nullify their attacking guys and produce up top for us. So it's going to take a lot of focus and a lot of effort. But I think if we execute, we'll get the job done.
Now, I guess without giving up your game plan, Mitch, and I mean, there's nothing new that y'all Oakland can't find out about y'all. But speaking of the guy that scored 19 goals, is that somebody that Allen would have you go with him to the sideline, you go with him to the restroom, you follow him everywhere? Is that somebody, or is that something you just zone?
No, I think one really great thing about our team is that there's not one superstar.
Okay.
We have 4 or 5 unbelievable 1v1 defenders. And, it's just kind of wherever that guy is, if he's in your space, then you're the one that's marking him at that time. So it's going to take a lot of communication from me to Josh or to Carter, Fabian, whoever is the one that's next to me, to say, hey, he's on your left shoulder, mark him, bump him. Keep your head on a swivel. It's going to take a lot of focus from all the guys who aren't even around that player to keep everyone else aware. I think that's a difficult part playing defense, is that even though you're not involved in the game, you're pretty involved in the game.
Hey, we're talking SAFC with Mitch Taintor, the defensive whiz and really team leader here on that defense. I want to talk a little bit about playoff soccer. When you look at playoff football, they talk about, and when the playoffs hit, defense matters. You got all this other stuff. In basketball, sets take longer. You're allowed to, do a little bit more. What is it about playoff soccer that changes from regular season to then?
Well, we're playing at home, man. I mean, it's like I said a couple months ago, it's a true home field advantage. And, these fans are special. So it's a really tough place to play, and hopefully we can maximize that. But as far as how the actual game goes, it's playoffs are tough. They're one-off games. We had the best regular season in the league, but we could lose first round. It's a total possibility, and it's not like, we can get back at it next week and prep for the next game. No, it's your season's done. So, there is a little bit of luck involved either way. Good luck, bad luck. So you just really need to be hyper-focused all the time, and it's not about how many passes you make, how pretty the game looks. It's about winning and moving on to the next round. And I think the team has had that playoff mentality all year. I think that's why we've won so many games, and why if we're losing, we come back and tie or win games. It's a great trait to have, especially going into playoffs. We've dealt with a lot of adversity with injuries, going down goals, and dealing with different scenarios. So I think we're well prepped for the playoffs. But like I said, you never know what can happen. I mean, we could go down 3-0 in the first 5 minutes, or we could go up 3-0. So, we're just going to have to take the game in stride and read the plays and hopefully execute what we know we need to do.
What we've talked to Jordan Farr a few times on this show, Mitch, and off the field, obviously great guy, funny guy. We always have a good time with him. What's he like on the pitch? Is he barking and screaming at y'all? Do you not want to make mistakes? What's it like playing in front of Jordan Farr?
Yeah, well, he's certainly not the funny guy like he is off the field, I'll tell you that. But no, obviously Jordan's a great guy. I have so much respect for him. He's a great leader. He's a great player and a great person. And playing in front of him gives us a lot of confidence, knowing that he can bail us out if we happen to make mistakes. Right. And we all ride off each other's energy and each other's mindset. And playing with a guy who has that much confidence and who's made so many unbelievable saves and saved us so many times gives us a lot of confidence going into the playoffs.
Be a supporter. Friday night, 7:30, Toyota Field. The finish the fight mantra in full effect. They're taking on Oakland.
The mentality monsters. Everybody we've had on, Mitch, that thing, y'all are serious about that. Everybody we've had on, that comes up. Those two words, the mentality monsters, and y'all have lived up to it, man. We're pulling for you guys, and we hope you guys we wish you guys, I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, we wish you guys a win Friday. We're gonna go with y'all one game at a time. I don't want to jinx anything. Yeah, exactly. So we wish y'all good luck this Friday, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, guys, and hopefully we'll see y'all at the final.
Go see them Friday toward the final. That's right. They're finishing the fight. Toyota Field. That's where they'll be playing Friday night. You can get tickets as low as $12. It's easy to go. Go support a championship quality team with guys the likes of which we are very lucky to have here in San Antonio. The fight starts Friday night. Go get your ticket.